I think I hear Mr. Mark. Good afternoon, guys. What is going on? Hope everybody's having a great day out there. Tuesday after work, getting a little bit of a late start, but that's because we were waiting for a FedEx package to come in, and it is here. It is parts for the first gen, a little bit of the makeover coming for the first gen for Motorama, February 17th and 18th, Harrisburg. I know I'm like broken record. Make sure you are there. Make sure you are there. Wrenchworks has a couple new items that are going to be dropping there before anything else, and then after that, we are going to launch them online for the rest of everybody else. But here are, I know I'm teasing you. Hopefully you guys didn't see the logo on the side of the box. It's going to give it away because we are not going to get to that quite yet, but we are going to be doing a little bit of work. Look at the tint on the first gen. Look at that, looking straight black. New parts for the first gen are here. We're going to be doing a little bit of work on that. Let me show you where we left off on the race truck. As you guys know, we were doing all kinds of fun things last night here with scraping all that stuff off, which I did get a majority of it off. And this is there. That is all scraped off. Now that I have the majority of this crap off of the firewall, I did take a wire wheel, start to get that smooth, so the wire wheel will take all the rest of that off very well. One quick thing on yesterday's video, if you didn't see yesterday's video, go watch yesterday's video. What are you doing? You can kind of see where we ended up on that one. Yeah, no teeth. I do know that it is reversible, but when I was showing you this, that other end was already used. You can kind of see it's already missing a tooth there, and it's missing a tooth on the other side. So I do know that's reversible, but if you didn't know, that spot weld drill bit is reversible. The other side was already kind of messed up to begin with as well. So maybe later after some first gen work, we'll take the wire wheel, get the rest of that completely off, and maybe even start. I actually started a little bit down here getting the rest of this stuff off. So that's gonna come off very nicely, get smoothed out, and I can paint that after we're done with the cage. Also, before we get started, our good buddy Mark is coming by with the surprise for the corner there, over there. I think he is on his way. He might have had a little bit of truck issues. I don't know. I haven't gotten the full story from him yet, but we will wait for him to get here before we progress with anything else the rest of the evening, and I will show you guys what he made for us. I think I hear Mr. Mark. Oh, there it is. Sneak peek. Coming in hot. Hot with the delivery. Oh, look at that table. Holy smokes. All right, so if you haven't guessed, Mark built us a insanely awesome table for the corner. Alrighty, boys, and there she is. This thing is one heck of a table, let me tell you. This thing is locked in, front to bottom, back and forth, braced everywhere. Mark just overbuilt the crap out of this table so we can mount our nice, huge vise that we don't actually have yet. We don't have a vise yet, but it was built to take some beating, to wail on this. We got a nice 1/4 inch thick plate here. We already gave her its first coat of PB Blaster to make sure she doesn't rust, but we got the old Delta grinder. We're gonna bolt that down, and then I think what I got planned here is these brackets here. I'm not sure if we went over this or not before, but I was waiting to see how they would look height-wise, but we'll mount the fridge up here in this corner. We actually got to get some hardware for that, but we'll do that. That's what this other top is here for. We'll get that fridge mounted up in the corner, seeing that we are back up and running with the monster fridge. But huge thank you to Mark. He absolutely just killed it with this table. We'll still be able to store some stuff underneath there and now have a table that is meant for some beating, and that is for sure. By the way, if you guys recommend a big awesome heavy-duty vise that doesn't cost $1 million. Link it down below. I would like to take a look at some vices before I go ahead and buy one. This little piece of crap that is a piece of junk is not going to cut it. So we are going to get a nice, awesome, beefy one. Let me know in the description. Let me know which one I should get. But that thing is just... All right, on to the surprise of the evening. I already have one unboxed. We were showing Mark, but I'm sure the next turn will give it away with the name on the box. Boom! Oh yes, we have got some seats for the first gen. That is one of the makeovers for Motorama. We are going to be taking our bench seat out. I actually have one a little bit put together here. That is the brackets and the sliders, I believe. And here is the seat that we went with. Corbo. I probably butchered that. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but not really. Here, let me pull it out of here. So, not really a full racing seats. I didn't want to put a harness bar and do harnesses and stuff in here. It doesn't really match the theme and the feel I'm kind of going for. These are just a very simple sport reclining, I guess technically still called like a sport racing seat or so. They got, you know, some good side bolsters, you know, a little bit wider for more comfort, but these things should look absolutely awesome in there. And then maybe use that 4th gen console that we had got from one of you guys, or possibly try and get a black. I'm thinking that we try and get a 4th gen black center console to kind of match that. But I want to get them in there on the rails, kind of see how everything looks, and then kind of figure out the center console from there. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys are giving this video a big thumbs up for sweet seats in the 1st gen. So first step is to take out this bench here, and I'll unbox that and we'll see what's in that box as well. I do believe that these things really just unbolt. It needs a little cleaning back here, that's for sure. Alrighty guys, installation so far pretty easy. Grab yourself a little 1/2 inch here, and right up underneath here you can kind of see there's two, oh, other way, 1, 2, some little nuts with some studs sticking through the floor. 2 on there, 2 on the other side. And we will be pretty much ready to rip this guy out, I believe. Not too much to it, really. And just like that, we have a new shop seat. Gonna work out perfectly for none of the visitors that we have. But here is the new base with the sliders already bolted on. Looks very nice finish, black, powder coated. Very nice, very nice. What will be nice is when it slides in there and works perfectly. So let's go ahead and get this thrown in here. I don't see any bolts, and the old ones use studs. So I do think we're gonna need to get some hardware to permanently bolt this down. But as you can see, we have quite the cleanup job to do first regardless. So we're gonna need to do that. Maybe a good time to clean and shampoo the carpets where we cannot get before. But anywho, let's throw this in here. Let's get the seats kind of just placed in there. Alrighty, looks like all of the holes line up pretty good. Like I said, we just got to do some cleanup. There's a little bit of a carpet here that we need to just trim out of the way just a little bit. But other than that, the bolt holes look good. It actually gives you 2 more mounting points here. I'm not sure those are going to be in the way. If we can drill them, see where the transmission comes underneath, but those should work out too, just for a little extra security. But let's throw the seats in here and kind of see what we're at. I'm assuming that we're probably going to have to unbolt these sliders, re-bolt them on the seats, and then remount them. Obviously, I don't think you're going to be able to get to the slider bolts. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really sure. I'm winging it here. I don't know what I'm doing. Alrighty guys, we are good to go here. It looks like everything is working out good. Got it just resting where it would normally be, right here. And when you shut the door, you can kind of see it's basically just, it's got a good amount of clearance over there. So I'm really pumped. I'm really happy. I'm not sure. I might need to take off this little backseat storage tray. They're a little close on the back here where you could probably slide, but I'm not entirely sure until I get everything bolted down, like I mentioned. So I'm gonna try and see exactly what needs to get bolted where, but again, maybe take some measurements for some hardware. But here is the look. This thing can be reclined back just a little bit more. So that is going to be the look of the inside here with the shifter. And again, the black bezel, I think it's really going to tie it together. Even though the interior is mostly gray, who knows, maybe we'll get some black carpet for it eventually. But plenty of room for a nice center console that I think in black would look awesome in here. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys are giving this video a big thumbs up. I do appreciate it. And these I could not be more pleased with. I feel like they fit well for an older truck. I mean, it's a regular cab. There's not, I mean, regular cabs are awesome. They're sweet. But as far as when it comes back to leaning your seat back, they do have their limitations. So who knows? We'll get everything bolted in here. It's going to be sweet. I'm pumped. I'm very pumped. Alrighty, so if you read the instructions like no man ever did, you would see that, or Greg would see, that these screws here are the ones that are supposed to be used for the seats, and they instruct you to move your slider completely forward, leave these bolted right on, and once these are off, you can get to the front ones, which will bolt right here, and then we'll slide the slider back, and we'll be able to reach the back ones. So that is what we will do. We'll mount this whole assembly. I did grab some measurements. It looks like this massive hole and this massive hole in the cab looks like a 9/16, which we do not have anything that big here. So we will have to run to the store to grab the hardware, but at least we'll get the seats mounted all as one huge assembly. Alrighty, after messing with the slider bolts, I had them in the wrong position. Took me quite a while to figure out, change it over. So got them changed over, got them all bolted down on the regular bracket here. As you can see, plenty of room for a sweet black center console, but here is the final position. That is kind of how far they can go back. With them reclined like this is pretty much, I sat in both, a little bit of a comfortable position, or you could tilt them forward just a little bit and slide them back a little bit, but they do fit pretty decently well. Again, regular cab problems, not a whole lot you can do with the amount of room that you can go back and forth. Overall, very happy with the quality of everything. My only thing is, seeing that I'm a little bit taller, they could go down a little bit more, but I actually got the seats with the lower foam pad, so with a regular seat, they'd even be another like inch higher. So glad we went with that. Not too bad of a side bolster here. Everything seems to fit pretty well, and we still have to take them out and clean, but we ran out of time. It's actually about 10 o'clock. Way too late to go grab hardware, so actually I don't even have cleaning supplies over here. They're still at the other garage, but we'll grab some bolts tomorrow, finish this up, clean it up in there, and start hunting down a center console. Let me know what you guys think about the whole center console idea. Let me know what you guys think about the seats. Again, I am very pleased with them. I think the black and gray is going to work out very well in here. So that is a wrap for this evening. Tomorrow, I think we might possibly be headed on a trip to pick up the final part that we need before we send this thing off. It was a little bit of a last minute thing, but it is going to be needed before it heads up there. I have a feeling that we are going to be running back and forth with just little stuff like, oh, hey, we need this to do that, or what's your take on that? So I have a feeling we're going to be running back and forth up there, but I know we need this. I got it in time. I think it's a part that you third gen guys are really going to want to know about if you don't know about it already. Has to do with a very common Dodge problem. So stay tuned for tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already. Hit the like button. Do it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you.